Wacky Worm. As a classic kiddie coaster that one will see at many fairs and elsewhere, kids and families were lined up to ride this coaster. The simple layout, when executed well, can also offer decent coaster elements. But does this ride deliver? Find out in this review. The Montgomery County Fair in Conroe, Texas is normally held for 2 weeks in mid-April. With some concrete walkways and permanent buildings, this fairgrounds is a bit more developed than some. The main part of the fair for thrill seekers is the carnival, which has an all-you-can-ride wristband and a rather large collection of rides, including 2 coasters. During the week, they were offering $25 wristbands, plus free parking and free admission. It said you needed the coupon for this, but this was just the price the machines were giving when you arrived. On the weekends, admission is $15 with $5 to park, plus $37 for wristbands, though there are rodeo events and concerts that you can also see on Saturdays and Sundays. Wacky Worm, as a coaster type, is a model of coaster that consists of a relatively standard layout: a turnaround, lift hill, high up mini hills, and then a little drop and a final turnaround. These are popular as kiddie coasters, with different manufacturers making them, as well as a bunch that are on a variety of fair circuits. Some, like the one at Pontiac Sheep Farm, are powered coasters. Others offer a traditional chain lift that allows cars to freely experience the power of this layout. And let's be fair, this layout, if given a bit more speed, does have potential to deliver laterals on all the turns, and possibly an okay drop. But normally, these coasters are heavily braked, both to reduce wear and tear and to accommodate their main audience of young children. The Montgomery County Fair seemed to hold dispatches waiting for either full loads or just more people in general, especially on the slower day that I went. This means you could end up waiting a couple of minutes in the station between dispatches. However, this was one of the few rides to actually develop a line where you might have to wait for a cycle or two, so you should be fine. If you're visiting the fair on the weekend, I'd hit up this coaster early or during a down period if you're not wanting to wait for it. After leaving the station, you have a slow turnaround that is normally not too good given heavy braking in the station. After the lift hill, you slowly go around the upper turnaround. With not a lot of speed, you don't get any nice laterals up here. The rocking hills normally offer decent sensations on this type of ride, but on this coaster, they felt rather neutral and really didn't do much of anything, which was kind of surprising and disappointing. The other turnaround does little, but this is not surprising as this turnaround is designed to reduce speed as you crest the top of the drop. There is a brake on the drop that does engage and slow down the train. Sometimes this saps all of one's speed, as with my experience at the Fort Bend County Fair. On others, it is more of a controlled braking that still allows the drop to be slightly enjoyable with an okay turn afterwards, such as my experience at the Houston Rodeo. This brake is weird though, as it clearly slows the train down for most of the drop, but then lets up just enough that you're flung into the final turn with some speed. Up front, you will feel laterals towards the beginning of this final turn, and in the rear, you'll feel it towards the end of this turn. These are strong laterals too, that will push you to the left side of the train, but given the banking and just overall feel of these trains in general, it is not nearly as enjoyable as other laterals I've experienced on other coasters. Plus, since it is only a brief moment and not sustained for the entire turn, it just isn't as good as it potentially could be. Overall, how good is Wacky Worm? Most of this coaster is rather neutral and a bland kiddie coaster, and I'd rank it towards the bottom of the kiddie coasters I've ridden. Its laterals on the final turn, though, do help elevate it out of last place, ranking just above the Fort Bend County's Wacky Worm. As that one, I just can't get over how the brake hits and saps any potential enjoyment from the drop and ending. I placed it right below Wacky Worm at Padia Sheep Farm, which is rather simple as well, but offers some nice near misses and a unique rocking sensation on the final turn. Which Wacky Worms are your favorite? Do you feel these layouts offer potential? Let me know, and as always, Cup and Grub.